Have you ever wondered what a day in the life of a police officer looks like? Imagine the thrill of patrolling the streets, maintaining peace, and ensuring safety. Picture the responsibility of responding to calls, helping those in need, and making sure justice is served. Police officers lead fascinating lives filled with challenges and rewards. But what exactly does a day in their shoes entail? What adventures do they encounter? Curious to find out? Well, let's embark on an exciting journey to discover this. Just like us, a police officer's day starts early in the morning. When the first rays of sun peek over the horizon, our police officer is already up and at 'em. A dash of dawn light, a splash of morning dew, and our officer's day begins with a healthy dose of physical fitness. Be it a brisk jog through the park, a quick session of push-ups and sit-ups, or a round of jumping jacks, keeping fit is a vital part of a police officer's routine. This isn't just about building muscles, but about staying agile, alert, and ready for anything that the day may bring. Post-workout, it's time for a hearty breakfast. A bowl of oatmeal or a plate of scrambled eggs, a slice of toast or a serving of fresh fruits. It's all about fueling up for the day ahead. With a healthy breakfast and a good workout, our police officer is ready for the day. Once at the police station, the day truly begins with a daily briefing. Imagine a room filled with police officers, all in their uniforms, ready to start their day. This is the daily briefing, a very important part of a police officer's day. It's a time to catch up on what's been happening in the city and find out what they need to do that day. The daily briefing is led by a senior officer who shares updates about the city. They might talk about new laws, recent incidents, or any safety concerns. This could be anything from a lost dog to a major traffic accident. It's important for all the officers to know what's going on so they can do their job effectively. Officers also learn about their tasks for the day during the briefing. These tasks could be anything from patrolling a certain area, to helping with a community event, to investigating a crime. The tasks are assigned based on the needs of the city and the skills of the officers. A police officer might be asked to do something different every single day. The briefing is also a time for officers to ask questions and share information. If an officer has noticed a pattern of incidents in a certain area, they might bring it up at the briefing. Or, if they have a question about a new law, they can ask it here. The briefing is a great opportunity for officers to learn from each other and work together as a team. The daily briefing is a lot like a morning meeting at school or a huddle before a big game. It's a chance for everyone to get on the same page and prepare for the day ahead. It's a vital part of a police officer's day, helping them serve and protect their community to the best of their abilities. And just like that, the briefing is over. All the officers know what they need to do and where they need to go. They're ready to take on the day, to help people, and to keep their city safe. With the briefing over, it's time for them to spring into action. Patrolling the city streets is a major part of a police officer's day. Imagine the city as a giant maze, and our police officers are the navigators, constantly on the move. Patrolling is their way of ensuring that everything and everyone is safe and sound. It's like doing a daily health check on the city. Patrolling holds immense importance in the life of a police officer. It's not just about cruising around in their cool patrol cars with the blue and red lights flashing on top, but it's about maintaining peace and order. It's about making sure that the hustle and bustle of the city goes on without any hiccups. It's about ensuring that the school bus gets the kids to school safely, that the baker can bake his delicious pastries in peace, and that the park remains a happy place for everyone to enjoy. During their patrols, police officers also interact with the people in the community. They might stop for a friendly chat with the old man feeding pigeons in the park, or help a lost child find their way home. They might even join in a quick game of basketball with the kids at the local court. These interactions aren't just for fun. They're a way for police officers to build a bridge of trust with the people they serve. They show the community that the police are not just enforcers of law, but also friends and protectors. Sometimes, patrolling might lead to unexpected adventures. Officers could stumble upon a kitten stuck up a tree and need to become impromptu rescuers. Or they might spot something suspicious and have to turn into detectives, solving mysteries to keep the city safe. Patrolling is a balance of routine and surprises. It's about being alert and ready for anything, while also being a friendly face in the community. It's a task that requires courage, quick thinking, and a big heart. Patrolling not only ensures safety but also helps the officers to connect with their community. A police officer's day is unpredictable, and they often have to respond to emergency calls. Now, imagine this. You're in the middle of your lunch, munching on your favorite sandwich, and then bzzz, bzzz, your radio buzzes. It's a call for help. Without a second thought, you drop your sandwich and rush to your police car. Responding to an emergency call is like solving a puzzle. The dispatcher provides pieces of information, location, situation, possible threats, and it's up to the officer to put those pieces together, to create a clear picture before they arrive at the scene. It's a race against time, with safety hanging in the balance. Driving to the scene is not as simple as stepping on the gas and zooming away. The officer needs to weave through the traffic, making sure they get there quickly but safely, and all the while, the siren's wailing, the lights are flashing. It's a symphony of urgency, a call to action that demands immediate response. Once at the scene, it's time to put their training into action. It could be anything: a lost child, a fire, a car accident. Each situation is unique, each challenge different, but the goal is always the same: to help, to serve, to protect. And the challenges, they are plenty. There's the physical challenge, the running, the jumping, the lifting. There's the mental challenge, the quick thinking, the problem solving, the decision making. And there's the emotional challenge, the fear, the stress, the heartache. But in the face of these challenges, the officer stands tall, driven by the desire to make a difference. But oh, the satisfaction of helping someone in need. It's what makes every hardship worth it. A child reunited with their parents, a fire put out, a life saved. These are the moments that remind them why they chose this path. So yes, the job is unpredictable, and yes, it can be tough. But every time an officer responds to a call, they are not just doing their job. They are making a difference. They are building a safer community. Every call responded to is a step towards a safer community. After a long day of ensuring safety, it's time for our police officer to wrap up. Much like how we all need a good rest after a busy day, our brave police officers are no different. They've been on their feet, patrolling our neighborhoods, answering calls, and keeping us safe. Now it's their turn to unwind and relax. But how does a police officer wind down? Well, they might enjoy a warm cup of tea or maybe a good book. Some might prefer to catch up on their favorite TV show or simply spend quality time with their family. It's their time to switch off from the hustle and bustle of their job and just be themselves. Rest is not just about relaxation, though. It's about recharging and preparing for the challenges of the next day. They need this time to regain their strength, to reflect on the day, and to mentally prepare for tomorrow. It's a crucial part of their routine, as important as their morning briefing or their patrol rounds. Just like how the moon takes over from the sun, our police officers switch from their uniforms to their comfy clothes, from their patrol cars to their cozy beds. And as they drift off to sleep, they know they've done their best to keep us safe. As the city sleeps, our police officer recharges for another day of service. So that's a day in the life of a police officer. From the crack of dawn, they're up, preparing for the day. After a detailed briefing, they're out on patrol, ensuring our community is safe. They respond to calls, handling situations with courage and professionalism. And even after the sun sets, they're wrapping up, ready to do it all over again. Next time you see a police officer, remember the hard work they put in each day to keep us safe.